everyone, and welcome to Algerian Youth Voices. We all know that prejudging the others based on their physical appearance is a daily act that people do, and I personally do, even though we shouldn't, since the spiritual side plays a role too. And for such a matter, we have a guest who will help us to clarify things and tell us about the importance of the spiritual side. So welcome to you, Miss Amina. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Amina. I am here today to talk to you guys about the importance of the spiritual side and how an amazing and big role it plays in one's life.
We are so glad to have you here, Maunez. Ready to answer some of my questions?
Yeah, sure.
Coming over in my direction. So thankful for that. You're such a blessing.
As I said before, some people do care a lot about the appearance. So tell me, what makes you think that they should do the opposite?
Well, first things first, I want to point to the fact that humans are equally made of a body, which is a shape, and a spirit, which is what is kept and hidden inside of the body. Your body is no way to be chosen by you. You can decide your eyes colors, your skin tone, and the shape or your weight you have. So how is something you don't even choose and probably you hate on, which is what we see nowadays, describe you, while a soul and a spirit is the fruit you watered and you grew. Yes, it may have been affected by biological sides, but it's exactly like the environment you were surrounded by that defines you. What you went through, how you went with the float or went against the waves, that gives a touch of your spirit through your decisions, your actions, your behavior, and your word. What actually tells who you are and the most about your personality.
I'm getting more curious about this. Now, through this argument, I can see that you have a lot to tell us about the spiritual side. What does this side contribute at?
Words cannot even stand to describe such a great role one's spirit plays in his life. It's more like one's life doing a job and reflecting on his spirit, may I say. It's a person's stone where is written who he was. It's the front of his head where you can read who he is. It's his choices, his decisions, his look through life, and the sight he sneaks through the universe's door. It's the path he walks through, yet the hand he holds once he does. It's his past, his present, and his future. His mirror and the glass that shows him through the world. It's not what plays a role in your identity. It's actually your own identity.
How can you be sure about it? I mean, can you just justify your opinion with living examples?
So easy a job to be asked for, and I can't even tell how uncountable the living examples are. So we gotta point to that the examples are among us. Like you can see them every day, but we just don't look deep enough and we don't observe them to tell that shows how important the soul is. So for example, people who got married just because they thought they were in love with each other. But no, actually they were in love with each other's look, how he looked, how she dressed, and things like that. And just telling you this, I guess you can tell how the story is gonna end. Yeah, what I mean to say is, especially when it comes to loving someone and giving him a word and a commitment, you cannot do so because that person is good looking or dressed well or something like that. Because let's face it, you are loving what he has been lucky enough to be born with or what his money bought. And that is absolutely a desire and not a love. Physical beauty can fade at any moment, while inner magic will never go away, because it is what you've given your blood, sweat, and tears for, what you grew and choose to fight for. It's the path you decided to walk through and how you chose to build yourself. It's your decisions, desires, patience, what you pulled yourself from the mud for, what you pulled from the storms. It's like you fought for it, and that deserves to be loved. That's an art, and that's to be loved.
I agree in that point. Basically, are you saying that the spiritual side is enough to live with, or in another way, can we negligate the physical appearance?
Actually, I did not say that spiritual side is enough for a human to live with, because let's face it, without one's physique, he's just a lost soul roaming around in the blue. So, yeah, it's like yin and yang, you know, like two halves colliding together to complete a whole circle with pieces of one in another.
Despacito, respira tu cuello despacito, deja que te diga cosas.
Now, do you have anything to add?
Well, yeah, I want to clear that what I am aiming to do by what I said is highlighting the great job of a spirit. And I'm not saying that a physique is not important and to be abandoned or something like that, because somehow nowadays one's soul is ignored with the senses it itself gives you. It's like our bodies are the papers we're given and our spirits are the pencils. It doesn't matter what colors you have, nor the box you belong to. What matters is the art you create. What I'm trying to say by here is people's spirits are what they went through battles to create and through wars to keep. What they had scars for and on. It's their journal and the diary of their lives. It's one's story and his mirror. And that is what I know to be appreciated and loved.
So as a conclusion, we can say that it's understandable to prejudge through the physical appearance in the case of those we don't know, because it's a kind of a reflection of the inside. Anyways, that's why we must make an equilibration between the two sides, the spiritual one and the physical one. Our souls are real, and as well as our bodies. So each one of them contributes in defining the person. If the soul is ugly, the person becomes ugly. But if we work hard on our souls and decorate it with positive thoughts and beautiful ones, we can become truly beautiful, isn't it?
Exactly.
So thank you, Amina, for coming here. It was a pleasure talking to you, and yeah.
You are welcome. The pleasure is all mine.
Bring it, bring it, bring it.